You're now tuned in to the #1 podcast. I give you Nuwave, shop talk, shop talk, shop talk. Nuwave, shop talk, Nuwave, Nuwave. Got something on your mind? Let's talk about it. Shop talk, shop talk. Leave a comment, we'll talk about it. Nuwave, Nuwave.
Real. Talk about these white women, you know what I'm saying, and these rappers taking up all the good acting jobs. All these them acting gigs. So all y'all directors, holla at your boy.
You're now tuned in to the #1 podcast.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Man, welcome. Episode motherfucking 39, Nuwave Shop Talk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the host, Dina Boy Juice. Welcome. And to my right, we got...
SD Pasadena Shine. It's all motherfucking same.
Yeah. And to my left, we got...
We got Swaggy D in the building, aka Dr. Smooth.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Smooth. And we got my boy...
Yeah, Mr. Zoyce himself. Flossy B in the building, man.
Flossy B in the building.
That's Steven Alexander, man. No.
From Seattle?
No, he was 37. I'm
37?
sorry.
Oh,
this is
okay.
that Stephen.
Sean Alexander.
Huh?
Sean Alexander.
Yeah.
What's the motherfucker that played for St. Louis Rams? The big motherfucker.
Oh, you talking about Steven Jackson?
Steven Jackson. There you go.
Yeah, that nigga was like, what's that nigga name? Eric Dickerson, nigga. He had every pad they had. That nigga had on every pad they had. You all watch that documentary on Eric Dickerson? Oh, man, that nigga said, yeah, man, I wanted to be protective. Because you remember when he went to SMU?
Yeah.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
So he was like, every pad y'all got, nigga, I want to put it on. That's why that nigga used to have every pad on. You know what I'm saying? That nigga had on
used to run up
everything. Yeah.
That nigga was the first nigga to run up right, man. That nigga was like a gazelle out there.
Man, hell yeah. Hey, anybody ever break his record? Has his record got broke? Marshall Falk? I'm talking about
Adrian Peterson, he didn't do it?
I'm talking about Cecil, the single season record.
Yeah, Marshall broke.
Marshall broke it?
1,000.
No, nigga, I'm talking about over 2,000 yards rushing.
No, he didn't have the
I
rushing
think
record.
Chris Jackson did.
But he had the record for 1,000 receiving, 1,000 rushing. That's what he had the record for.
Okay,
but,
we're gonna have to look that up. I
no,
think that
I'm just
nigga had
telling
the
you.
record. I think
He
that
didn't
nigga
have
had
the
the
rushing
record.
record.
Who had the rushing record?
Emmitt Smith had the rushing record.
Who?
Emmitt Smith had the rushing
Yeah,
record.
nigga, all-time rushing
What
record.
about Chris
Right,
Johnson?
for
But
all
one
total
season.
yards from one
One
season.
season.
Emmitt Smith had the record.
Oh, okay.
It got broke
Oh,
by
okay.
CJ2K.
Yeah. I had to look it up.
Chris Jackson Johnson.
You know what I'm saying? So he was the top 5 single season rusher.
2K broke Emmitt's record.
Who?
CJ2K, Chris Johnson.
Oh, for when he was with Kansas City?
No, when he was with the Titans.
Okay. He broke Eric Dickerson?
No, broke
Emmitt Smith?
Emmitt Smith had the all.
I can't see Emmitt Smith running for 2,000 yards
I
in
think
a
it's the
season.
all-time leading rusher.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't see him running that many yards in one season.
Okay.
I'm just saying, we're gonna check it out.
Barry had it, and then he broke it.
So how's everybody doing today, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start over here with Floss Bizzle.
All is well, player. You know what I'm saying? I just had to come, support the partner's name. Slap out a pound out. Got a plug when you got the opportunity.
On the real.
Every platform right now. I want to give shouts out and love to everybody in the support. We going up. The analytics is booming.
That's what's up.
So
You just pulled up on us, huh?
Yeah, just had to.
As you should.
That's what's
You're
up,
always
man.
welcome.
Real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Pulling up like, I was like, oh shit, is that Floss Boss B. You know what I'm saying? Nigga came in the braids, straight from the pimping.
Straight from the pimping.
You know what I'm saying?
Podcast, man. You know what I'm saying?
Pimping to the podcast.
From the pulpit to pimping to the podcast.
I'm talking about a PPP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Thank you.
Man. So how you doing, Mr. Swaggy D, a.k.a. Dr. Motherfucking Smooth?
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. You know what I mean? Took my boy out for his birthday this weekend, little Brian, aka Kevin Hart.
Uh-huh.
He drove me crazy, but man,
You needed it.
Woo. Hey, and it's crazy because it's a topic for today. That's gonna be one of the topics. You feel me? It's gonna be one of the topics. Mr. Dr. Smooth.
Smooth.
Mm-hmm. S.
Man,
How you doing, sir?
talk to me. Man, I'm feeling good today. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did a lot today. I did a whole lot today.
On a Monday.
I went to the dentist early this morning.
Uh-huh.
Went to work. Went and got an oil change.
Oh, goddamn. 4
Took the
days.
tents off took the tents off my car so I could get them retinted.
You know, I was gonna ask you, did you get a ticket? But you said just to get them retented.
Yeah.
I got a number for you.
Yeah, that's why I was calling you. earlier.
Yeah.
But no, I got a ticket maybe about a year ago.
For the tents?
Yeah, for the front tents. So I took them off.
Uh-huh.
And so now I'm getting tired of people looking at me. And my car be hot as
It seems like, man, when we driving, we see other races, nigga, black as a motherfucker, right? But as soon as they see us, one of us in the car, nigga, they like, boop. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you something funny. It's funny you say that. So today, I'm riding Allen, coming up Allen, and as I'm coming up the street, got my window down. Police just staring at me.
Right.
Staring at me, but he couldn't bust a U because it would have been obvious that he was on me for no reason.
Right.
It wasn't like I was in the car smoking or doing anything illegal. He just seen me in a nice car, and and he just kept looking, and it was crazy, man. And, it was funny. One time, I was by your house and got pulled over, and the motherfucker was pressing me. It was like 7 in the morning. Like, where are you going, sir? You going to make a fade? I'm like, what?
Right.
It's like, yeah, you going to serve? I'm like, I'm going to work.
Right.
And then it was funny because he was pressing me, and then his partner walked into the car and was like, "Oh, that's dude that worked around the corner from me. I see him all the time." Like,
Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, ain't doing nothing. That happened to me at fucking at this nigga house, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit. That nigga act like he wanted to shoot a nigga that night.
Exactly.
He was like, oh, that's Mr. So-and-so. He was like, oh, man, he's cool.
Yeah.
Like, he's cool. Because, you know what I'm saying? Niggas pull me over and I clown with him. I be joking and all that. Like, nigga, I ain't got no problems, nigga. I ain't gonna say you can search the car. But, nigga, it's gonna be a cool conversation.
But they didn't pull a nigga over. They pulled up on the nigga.
Yeah.
You blocking my driveway that we
Your
I
driveway.
gave you permission.
Right. You feel me? Why you park like that? They looking for a whole nother nigga that done hopped out the car on their ass and moved on.
Yeah, we like, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the officer walked up like, man, that's my partner. Man,
Like, yo, that nigga cool.
Let that man go. He ain't doing nothing. Oh yeah, on everything. It was funny. One cop trying to press us, the other one pull up. They like, oh man, them is them players right here, man.
Yeah.
Let them cats be.
Yeah. That nigga said, hey, you still doing that shit?
Doing your thing.
You grinding? I was like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga still doing this thing, nigga.
Nah, he want to know how many kilos you slinging.
Oh man, all he had to do was open the trunk.
Thank you.
He ain't had no warrant. He ain't had no
wouldn't have found
warrant.
nothing.
That nigga would have found shoe boxes with shoes in it that day.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Every day.
that nigga
That ain't what you into, man.
No, I
That's
tell you,
why I put that narrative out there.
what I tell them niggas, they could have caught me 10 years ago.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? But shit, man, I'm doing good, man. You know what I'm saying? Good weekend. You know what I mean? Shit, went to a party and that shit was all bad. You know what I'm saying? Shit was all bad. It was cool till motherfuckers get to arguing and all that type of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? When people are arguing and all that, it was family type shit. So, I'm just like, nigga, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah, Saturday night, nigga. I'm out of here. It ain't got nothing to do with me. None of y'all niggas my friends, nigga. I'm out of here.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? For
It's
sure.
time to go.
Yeah, but shit, since Frosty here, man, we gonna get into some music real quick. I know we've been, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers been like, man, y'all don't play music no more. Shit.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's say this, man. In the comments, man, and hit us up, man. If you got any artists or any artists want to submit music, man, we would love to play your music if you got some shit.
Yeah.
So, man, hit us up.
Yeah. Hit us up, man, or email one of us, man. Let's see, Nuwave Podcast at gmail.com. You can submit your song, and you know what I'm saying? If we fuck with it, we're going to play it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, whatever you do is when you send us the music, you know, write your name that you use, your artist name, you know, the city you rep, and, you know what I'm saying, a little bit about you so we can give you some pub, and, you know what I mean? We're going to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't the niggas that's going to be like, oh, nigga, you got a $10 submission. No, nigga, we're going to play your shit if it's hot. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get down. You feel me?
Sure.
So, yeah, man, let us know about the song you about to play, my guy.
Yeah, man. So this is one of the songs off of my latest project. Just released, man. Slap Out of Pound. Philosophy out everywhere on all major streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, wherever you stream music from, go check it out. Just, you know, search that Flawsy B. That's FLAWC with a space B, man.
Yep. And let me interrupt real quick because what niggas don't understand is both of these niggas got albums out right now. And when you on motherfucking Snapchat and all of that type of shit, you can pump their music up and put that shit in your story. Just to let y'all niggas know.
Instagram,
you know what I'm saying? Instagram and all that, my nigga.
When you sharing them songs and you doing your little dances and stuff, look at Pastor and Shine Flossy
You know what I'm saying? Dance to that shit. Dance to some city shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to put that out there because, you know, in my stories, I always use y'all niggas' music.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure.
You,
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So this is something called Righteous Thoughts and Bops. Produced by my cousin Bambino. So he's a major cat, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, family little collab. But this, you know, it's one of my little favorites. I like the lane and the groove I'm in on this. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir.
You know, Righteous Thoughts and Bops is abbreviated RTB.
RTB. Let's go. box. You know what I'm saying?
Buckets and mops.
You know what I'm saying?
Buckets and mops.
Yeah.
Buckets and mops, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brothers.
I want some of them thoughts. You got some thoughts for me? See?
Lieutenant Rosa Thigh right here.
Oh shit, Lieutenant Roaster Thigh. Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
Man, that song was hard. Who produced that song again?
Bambino.
I need that nigga number.
Bambino, man. He's my young Cuddy. The boy is extremely talented. Bambino, the way it sounds.
Yeah, we can tell.
Just check him out, man. He done done songs with Keep
the Snake.
Keep the Snake. All kind of cats, man. You know what I'm saying? All kind of cats, man. From the Bay to LA, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that track was hard as a motherfucker, man. I gotta give it to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for pulling that out the back of the closet, man.
Thank you. Sometimes you gotta go to the back of the man.
Oh, the real.
Don't be stupid.
Show, man.
Sure. Thanks for the love, player.
Oh yeah, all the time, man. So shit, man, we gon' the last episode, man, it was to be continued. So we gonna get into just a little bit of Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Last episode got kind of testy. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got a different opinion on Kanye. So since you here, Flossie, you know what I'm saying? Let's get your opinion on young Kanye.
Hey man, you know, everybody is afforded, you know, their opinion and they thought of mine and what they think on whatever the situation may be. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So that's just number one. You know what I mean? As far as the boy Ye and his avenue and, you know, his expression. I mean, it ain't nothing that, you know what I'm saying, I think it's out of the norm. I just think certain people have more marbles when it comes to actually on a platform or expressing it to where others can, you know, provide insight and feedback. But, you know, obviously it's thoughts that, you know, cross all of our minds.
Right. You think is he a billionaire? He's like, nigga, fuck it, I'm gonna say what I feel.
I mean, most
he been doing it before though.
Right.
I'm just saying.
But see, that's, and that's the thing. Like he's just sticking to being him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't see it being anything outside of the norm. Am I shocked or am I surprised?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, motherfuckers act like they shocked when Kanye say some shit. Like, nigga, he's gonna say what's on his mind.
I mean, thank you. He said that how many times? Bush hates black people.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's just it is what it is. It's like, but like I said, at least he's taken he feels like he has to take an opportunity when he has the floor, you know, to speak his mind the way he sees fit. You know what I mean? And ain't no wrong with that. Other people do it every day.
Yeah,
we do it all the time, and they don't get, you know, half the backlash.
They don't get crucified like he does.
They don't get half the backlash.
You know why? Because he's a black man and people hold him to a different standard. And it's not so. He's human.
Yeah.
He's going to have emotion. He's going to have feelings about things. He's going to have an opinion.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
He's right to that.
But that's the thing, you know, like you said, it's all about, like you said, trying to hold the individual to a particular standard or some type of standard. Now, that's where the issue is, because people assume that, oh, this man has to be this, that, and the third because of the light that he's in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy when you look at Kanye and when he starts speaking, you're like, damn, this nigga speaks with etiquette and all types of shit. So we know he ain't just retarded. He ain't dumb. You know what I'm saying? Right. Anybody listening to him can know, especially if you listen to him for more than, you know, a sound bite. When somebody get a sound bite in the clip, that's when they like, oh, this nigga's crazy. Right. Because the media, we ain't gonna say race or nothing. We just gonna say the media always try to paint a nigga to be like, oh, that nigga crazy. You know what I'm saying? He crazy. Look what he said right here. Right. Yeah, but nigga, you ain't saying the definition of what he meant to say, why he said that. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying when he said Bush hate black people, right? He said that. And he owned up to that with the Pierce interview. And, you know, they was asking him that. He was like, you know what I'm saying? That was my bad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to apologize for what I said. But now I feel like no matter who's the leader of the country, we need to stand behind him because, you know, most of the people went for him. So we got to just have his back no matter what. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't give a fuck. I look at everything at simple form. Just say you in an organization, your motorcycle club, you gang banging or whatever. When you got a leader that's running shit, you just be like, fuck it, that's the leader. You know what I'm saying? Since we deal in the United States, we like, okay, that nigga's the leader. You know what I'm saying? We can't say, we could say fuck Trump and all this when he was the president, but I mean, if he had something to do, we'd be like, you know what? Shit, give me that money, Uncle Trump. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you didn't like Trump, you shouldn't have took the fucking money that he was giving out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So, I when he said that, I was like, you know what? I feel him. You know what I'm saying? He was young, ignorant, you know what I'm saying? And just saying what's ever on his mind, which he still does now. But if you listen to what he got to say about whatever he said, you be like, oh, you know what? This nigga making sense.
But the thing is, he's saying what other people are thinking.
Yeah, of course. Let me ask you a question. You don't think Bush really cared about black people?
No, that's why he said what he said. Because he's saying what everybody else thought their thought process is. He's just the one that's putting it out there.
Because that's back when it was Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Hurricane Katrina.
All that affected was
exactly.
And it was just fucked up how the nigga did it at a telethon.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They trying to get money for the people in Louisiana, and that nigga like, yeah, Bush don't like black people. Niggas like,
he was on MTV and did that shit.
Exactly.
With motherfucking Mike Myers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mike Myers was shocked.
Mike looked at him like,
shit.
Speechless, like, yeah, but it is what it is, man. Like I said, it just, you know, certain individuals, man, that's, you know, what they do. And like I said, it's people that speak their mind like Kanye David. You know what I mean? It's just a platform to which they do so. You know what I mean? They don't get the backlash because everybody thinks they feel the same way that they do.
Yeah, and a lot of people that do say the shit, they ain't shit, so they don't take their words with no weight on it. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that, Swaggy?
Hold on 1 second. Let me pour me a little drink right
Yeah, pour you a drink, man. You know what I'm saying? Our butler left.
He's slipping. He's about to get fired.
Hey, check this out, man. While the camera is on me, man, you know what I'm saying? And we might need a lovely lady that, you know, want to come, you know, have her time.
Sorry.
No. Have her time and come down here and, you know, serve us drinks. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the drink's gonna be on the house, you know what I'm saying? We poor and shit, so we can't pay you, but you know what I'm saying? You come see how this shit is done, and you know what I'm saying? We don't mind, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even for us, it's for the viewers, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody wants to see a beautiful lady, you know, walking in and out the scene, you know what I'm saying? Pour a nigga a drink, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Shit, bartenders, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Back to Kanye.
So we're talking about Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeezy.
Yeah, nigga. Yay. That nigga changed his name to Ye.
Mama call him Ye, I'm gonna call him Ye.
Yeah.
Mama named him Ye, I'm gonna call him Clay. I mean, Ye.
Remember, she was like, oh, Kanye.
That's why everybody feels sorry for him, you know what I mean? Because they say ever since his mama died, this is why he's been acting this way.
Yeah, he lost his mind.
But come on, man.
Well, man, I don't believe he lost his mind.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
Shit.
From somebody who's lost their mom, I went through something like this. A point where I wanted to be heard. People weren't listening. I was struggling. It was in a time where I was really depressed and lost. And majority of people who I had love and respect and admiration for turned their back on me.
Right.
And it made me look at life different. It made me look at people different. You know, even you know, to the point where my mom was with a man who claimed he had major love for me, but never in his life would let me live in his house and allow me to be home.
Right.
When my mom would never allow his sons to be home.
Right.
You know, so I just learned that, you know, man,
You got to get it for yourself.
man, that part
You know
right
what I'm
there,
saying?
man.
You learn you got to get it for yourself.
That's it.
Right about
You know?
Man. Don't nobody give a fuck about you like your mama and your daddy, man.
That's true.
And when you lose your mom, that just it does something to you, especially as a younger man.
Right.
You know, when you really, really need her. So I can understand what he's going through. And he's at a point in his life where, you know, most artists don't get credit for the shit that they do. I notice he's giving niggas that credit, and he want his credit.
Yeah. That's one thing that he do. He do give niggas his credit. Matter of fact, we're drinking Douce because this nigga, he said, nigga, we gotta support black people. You know what I'm saying? So y'all niggas thinking that this nigga is all on White Lives Matter shirts and all that. No, nigga, that was one of those
that was
one of those ploys, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you just gotta take shit for what it is, and you can't take a sound bite or a picture and be like, oh, them niggas hate black people. Yeah, Kanye fucked up when he said, slavery was a choice, and I'm gonna stand here right now, niggas gonna persecute me and all that. But I know in our generation, nigga, if we got, nigga, 17, it wasn't even that many, nigga. Say it was 5 slave motherfucking owners, nigga, and it's 100 slaves, nigga. We gonna formulate a plan, nigga, and we gonna get up out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? At least off of that one plantation. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy how, you put these crabs in a barrel, which is us, basically, and you put one man on the side with 1 gun, 2 guns, maybe 5 guns, nigga. And back in the days, nigga, they probably had to load them with the musket. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And you gonna let that nigga, they killing us anyway, nigga. So some of us gonna have to sacrifice to take over this shit. So, when he say slavery was a choice, that just mean that, our ancestors, nigga, they probably could have did more. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about what he said. We could have did more. You know what I mean? We could have did more.
I mean, we
to
obviously
get out of that situation.
So we obviously know that shit wasn't a choice, but
it was.
No, we know it wasn't a choice.
It wasn't a choice.
Like G.I. Joe has always told us, knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
So when you get removed from your surroundings,
we wasn't in that time period.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
they wasn't in that time period.
They didn't know what was going on.
They don't talk about the blacks who rose up, because there were a lot of there was a lot of black communities where blacks wasn't having it.
Oh, of course.
And they tried to eradicate them and get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. They did a fairly good job.
They did. To the strong ones.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they shocked the rest of them. That's where the mentality comes from now.
Was it in Louisiana when they had an uprising and the black people got away and they named the town Africa Town? It's still to this day a town in. I may be wrong about the state, but it's a city.
The Descendants, little.
I was just watching that show today on Netflix. It's called Descendants. Have you seen that show?
Descendants?
It's called Descendants.
I haven't watched it, but you know what I'm saying? I kind of know the background story.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Niggas uprose and they made their own town. It was kind of like what they did in Oklahoma, except they didn't flourish as good as Oklahoma.
It was about 1,000 years. That's 1,000 years.
After slavery.
Black people were enslaved for 1,000 years.
Yeah,
That's crazy, man.
1,000 motherfuckers want to say, it was only 400, it was only 500. No, nigga,
Africa Town is a site in Mobile, Alabama.
Alabama.
That's right.
I know it's
That's
down
where the
south.
cat, he made a bet that when slavery was abolished, he could still sneak in slaves and have slaves after it was abolished in African Town. So what he did was he kept going to Africa and getting slaves and coming back. At his last run, he burnt all the ships right there on the lake.
Right.
So the ships are at the bottom of the lake. All the slaves uprose after they found out that
It was free.
So then, like you said, they
made it
African.
It's crazy. Crazy how we think about
It's
shit.
right there on the Gulf.
Yeah.
I wonder, what's the elevation? The reason why I'm asking the elevation is because they got to have levees if the elevation is too low.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's when we got to Bush hate black people, because the levees broke, because, New Orleans is like 26 feet under sea level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, shit to think about, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy too, because as I'm reading this, it says African Town was the last place in the world where slavery ships would dock and come.
Yeah, because the boy made a bet
that he could still
he was like, I'm gonna make a bet with y'all that I can still bring slaves through here,
Mm-hmm.
and he continued to do so.
So have y'all?
I forget the cat's name.
Have y'all seen?
It was a movie or it's a documentary?
It's a
I
documentary.
think they were talking about that today on the show. When I was
But
watching
I knew about it before the
Descendants.
Descendants. But I had heard about
Netflix.
that from my people.
So
So
y'all
the
gotta watch
Descendants
some
is on
Netflix documentaries
Oh, yeah, for
out
sure.
there, because
You got
nigga,
to.
they be dropping some shit.
Real knowledge.
You know what I'm saying?
And the Descendants is definitely one.
And he was saying, the guy was saying, for 1,000 years, Black people couldn't do shit. They couldn't say nothing or else they'll be lynched.
Yeah.
They would lynch you.
Yeah.
You couldn't say nothing. You couldn't try to fight them.
And we thinking of it as now, how many niggas it is. Like, nigga, we ain't gonna let these white motherfuckers do whatever. But back in the days, niggas were scared that most of them didn't know the language.
That's the thing. But
You know
if
what I'm
you
saying?
don't understand,
And they didn't know where they were.
You don't know where you at.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
How
don't
you
know
gonna
where to
formulate a
go.
plan?
Yeah. You don't know where
That's
to
just
go.
like if somebody came and kidnapped us right
So,
now and took
you know
us
what
to
the
Asia.
plan? You know what the plan would be?
It would be like, man, what the?
In my mind, you know what the plan would be if there's strong brothers there? We finna take this shit over. Just like in the streets.
Yeah, but the thing is, you gotta understand, they got their boots laced off top.
Yeah.
So they already had the manuscript.
Right.
So they was taking the ones that they knew, the tookies of the groups. They was like, oh yeah, we can't.
Yeah,
So
we
we
can't
gonna
do that. We're gonna let
so
you
we
know to
gonna
stay here with
so
your
we
tribe.
gonna kill one of the tookies to show y'all like this
I
is
was
what
just
we
gonna
do
say
to the
that.
tookies.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the tookies we gonna work y'all like no other because you're the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the
Or
thing.
they gonna sit them motherfuckers there, and you know, like, I hate to be racist, you know what I'm saying, but white folks been sick forever. When I say
Right.
sick, they do sick shit. Like they tie a nigga like Tookie up because
Right.
when we say Tookie, we talking about a big, strong, brolic motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know what you meant, but they probably didn't. You know what I'm saying? They gonna take that motherfucker, they gonna tie him up, they gonna put him, they gonna whip him in front of everybody.
Exactly.
And you
Break
know the
everybody's
last
spirit.
and you know the last thing they gonna do? They gonna rape that motherfucker.
Exactly.
They gonna rape him. Like, nigga, do you want to be like him? Because, nigga, you next if you get out of line.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
Tookie probably ain't did shit.
Didn't do
You know what I'm
nothing.
saying? But since he the biggest and the strongest, they like, we're gonna
Exactly.
make an example. You know what I'm saying? When, I mean, Tookie probably could have took that bullet because he was gonna die the same way.
Thank
you know what I'm
you.
saying? Once the
Little
lights is
sister.
out, the lights is out. You know? So
Little
yeah,
sister.
man. That's it'd be crazy when you talk about Kanye because you know he led into so many other different things. It wasn't just like, oh nigga, I'm Kanye, I say what I want. No, nigga, he's speaking like some real shit. He talking about, you know, the Jews running shit, and he wasn't saying like, nigga, I hate Jews, but he was saying I hate Jews because nigga, they doing what I want my people to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, nigga, I'm jealous of these motherfuckers. They running record labels, they running media companies,
Right.
they running television,
Right.
they running all of this shit. And they fucking us. That's why this nigga want everybody to pull out their contracts on every major sport. And
Right.
y'all compare y'all shit and see what clauses y'all got and shit like that. He like, okay, now it's gonna make sense because, okay, if this nigga, just think about it. Who's the highest paid player in any sport? We're gonna say fucking Westbrook. He making $47 million this year. This is last year
Right.
on that contract.
Right.
But okay, if he making $47 million a year and that's one person, how much is the corporation making?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Off of that,
Exactly. They
nigga.
can afford to pay him that.
Exactly, nigga. And pay LeBron and pay AD and pay all these other motherfuckers because you got $110 million salary cap. So you got to pay all of these niggas. And most niggas, if you got a good team or a decent team or a team that's older, you always going to pay what they call a luxury tax.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So now after that, everything over is double. So if you over 10 million, that means you over 20 million.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it just seems like if they giving out $130 million a year for the team, nigga, them niggas is making fucking 2 or 3 billion
10
off of that
times,
shit.
yeah,
You know
10
what I'm
times
saying?
that amount.
So it's like, nigga, look at these contracts, and we not saying make it equal, but make it fair. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, baseball, they getting all this money. Yeah, nigga, because it's 162 games, nigga.
Right.
They getting paid, and people don't really realize, but nigga, whatever you buy, I don't give a fuck if I got on a Dodger hat, nigga, the Braves is getting paid off of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Every team is
Every
getting
team gets a
something
piece of
off
that
of
pie.
something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Only thing the team keeps, nigga, is their fucking TV contract
Right.
in their city.
Yeah.
That's the
Exactly.
only thing these motherfuckers keep. You sell LeBron sell a jersey, nigga, a Phoenix nigga is getting $2 off of that motherfucker.
But if you look at it in its totality, if they do settle with one of those major brands, that brand is everywhere as far as when it comes to TV, whether it's CBS, Fox, or NBC, you know, or ABC.
When you say brand though, what brand you mean? Like NBA brand?
No,
or
yeah,
or the
NBA
person?
brand,
Okay.
yeah, the NBA brand.
Yeah. See, that's the big contract.
Right.
CBS is the big contract.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like one team is not always on CBS. They switch different teams.
Definitely.
It's just
Like the Lakers will be on Spectrum. And
that's their
be on
contract.
TNT.
They got like a $1 billion deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got like a $1 billion deal for the next 10
Okay.
years. You know what I'm saying? But that also comes with fucking Spectrum, the app.
Right.
Meaning they got the podcast,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That comes with the Lakers talk, that comes the Laker backstage, all that shit. All that shit is intertwined in that one contract. And every city that has any major sport, any sport, they all have a different contract that says basically the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's all Kanye was talking about. Like, nigga, open up the books and let us see how it goes. Like, nigga, we don't know because, nigga, we happy to be that 1 millionaire in the family. But if it's a Jew, right? If it's a Jewish people, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, like if I get paid and I'm a Jewish nigga, we all getting paid. And in the black community, nigga, when I get paid, it's just me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Nobody else is coming with me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So he just trying to be like, nigga, we got to make this fair. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, in all honesty, right. Think about it. I mean, how did the numbers increase when it came to the Jewish population? We all know how that occurred, right? So what I'm saying is, I feel where he's coming from because you're right. They pretty much were forced in to relocation.
Mm-hmm.
But when they got here,
they got the reparations.
it was totally different
from when we got here.
Exactly.
Because they like, oh, when we did all this, y'all was already here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, when this is what tripped me out. So say we all slaves, right? We all slaves. We've been working on the motherfucking railroad, whatever we built for these white people, right?
Right.
So then one day they be like, oh, damn, we can't have no more slaves. So us four, y'all free. Go ahead. Where the fuck we got to go?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We don't have no way to make money. You know what I'm saying?
No way to get home.
We don't have no way to get home.
No
we don't even speak the
no
language no more.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's not even our home because now we like, if it's 1,000 years, nigga, that's 100 generations that done been over here. Now we speak their language. We doing all of this shit. That's why I don't understand. Like, I know this may sound crazy, but I don't even know why they call us African Americans. I ain't never been to Africa.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, I'm black because of the color of my skin. Like, that's not really a fucking nationality.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, white
That's
people are really Caucasians. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. The world is just fucked up. And if you look at everything at the minute scale, you be like, nigga, all this shit is racist. No matter what race you are.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
When are black people gonna get reparations though? That's what
but let me tell you, it's so funny because people speak on reparations, but it's funny, right? Because prior to the exile of Jewish people due to whatever the Holocaust or whatever the case may be, there has always been other races
that went through the same shit.
The Irish, the Polish,
they went
you know what I mean?
shit.
It's the Asians.
Everybody is getting paid but the blacks.
But what I'm saying
The Indians is getting paid.
What I'm saying is, these, as far as these influxes and them, you know, their arrivals was way prior and way before anything when it comes to the Holocaust or anything to that effect. They was here before the Jews.
Mm-hmm. When you say they, you mean us.
As far as us,
the
Irish, other you know,
other
immigrants.
immigrants.
So it wasn't just, you know,
they brought us
how,
here,
but
they brought
how
the
is it
Chinese
that
here
exactly
to build
like
the
I said,
railroad.
the gold, the coal, they mined all the gold mines.
Yeah.
That's why you got all these Chinatowns in California. Now people don't know that because they enslaved the Asians and they were so small. They were small enough to go into the gold mines and the coal mines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these small ass little areas. They was able to get in and out of there.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it's
people
crazy.
People don't know the history of life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Well, not even life, just like American life. Like how this shit was founded, how everything came about. Because, you know, we wake up in like 1970 something, you know what I'm saying? You got everything basically here. They just making it better now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But in the 1800s, nigga, when Pasadena and Lake was dirt roads and it was a river, a little lake going up and down Lake, you know what I'm saying? You like, shit, nigga, You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's horses and buggies.
Yeah, they built it
when
up.
Pasadena was a rock quarry.
Yeah.
They don't talk to you. When
Uh-uh.
Brookside Park was a rock quarry.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I've seen
that's the thing. Like people,
It
you
was
just
considered
gotta
part
know.
of their royal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was all part of their royal. Yeah.
And Nia was telling us last time that all of these names, it came from something. A lake going up Lake Woodbury, the family, Orange Grove, because they had orange trees.
Groves. They
You
had
know what I'm
orange
saying?
groves. Orange
You know what I'm
Grove.
saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, it's just crazy. Like in each city, you know, you like, damn, why is this street called so and so? That's probably the family that lived on that street. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Eden was the original founder of this city.
That's why he got the Eaton Canyon.
Yep.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
what he did was he diverted water to everybody in the city because you know.
Why you think John Muir is? You know who John Muir is, right?
I don't.
John Muir is the individual who set up pretty much the National Park Association. You know how we got national parks?
Yeah.
John Muir was an explorer. He was the individual that set that up through Congress to where certain places could be deemed national parks.
Okay. That's dope as fuck.
So, but all of these dudes, Jack Parsons, I mean, there's so many people. The Wrigleys, people don't know that. You know, the Wrigleys, they
got the house over there. I've been in their house.
Yeah, the mansion.
Yeah.
But you know,
they got the mansion, but they also got a house.
The
right
house,
on the street. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, what's so funny is that a lot of people don't know. Once they left here, it was a lot of discussion on why they left. But do you know they went to Catalina? They're the ones who established and did everything in Catalina.
That's crazy.
Now you know they own the Cubs, the Chicago Cubs. Back in the day,
Wrigley's
practice,
Field.
their practice facility in the summer
Out here.
was at Catalina. Was that Catalina?
But I'm just saying, out here.
Yeah, out here, exactly.
Yeah.
So they own Catalina Island.
Man, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
All right, let's move on, man. We're gonna get to Kanye. We'll probably talk a little bit about him because you know he all in the news. He got videos and you know he interviewing everybody. But it was a school shooting in St. Louis today.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was another school shooting in St. Louis. Yeah, 9:00 this morning today. You know, and said it was a 20-year-old that went in there. Probably had like an AR, you know, they said like a long rifle, but he went in there gunning shit down. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know if y'all remember in Texas when the motherfucking police was scared to go in there to help the kids.
Right.
You know, boy killed all them kids in that one classroom.
Right.
You know, we got to give credit where credit is due. St. Louis police officers, they went right up in that motherfucker and killed that dude before he can do a lot of damage.
2 people killed, 7 injured.
Yeah.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying? So, it was 3 people killed because they killed him. So he killed 2 people, but they killed his ass. So, you know, altogether 3 dead. But the gunman, I mean, we don't really give a fuck. They ain't identified him yet, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they probably put bullets in that boy. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
20-year-old. They don't say what race he is. You know what I'm saying? Or nothing like that. But, you know, it's just crazy how, you know, you go to Pasadena High, nigga, the door is locked. Like, you can't get in that motherfucker unless you climb over the back or climb over some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, like, schools need to have, like, cameras everywhere. And you got to have one person sitting there watching all the cameras all day, every day, at every fucking school.
Police is at Marshall.
Yeah, but they in the front. You know what I'm saying? With the nigga coming in the back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to have somebody to alert them niggas. Like, hey, it's a nigga coming in the back with a big old bag. He got on all black. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, suspicious character.
Yeah, we're lucky because of our location. Like, we actually have that allocated to our schools. We have school sanctioned police, so it's a little different. But you're right. But the problem and the issue is that all these evacuations, all these drills, and all these things that people need to do now, you know, they have, you know, national awareness days where, you know, active shooter days, and drills, and this and that and the third. And it's sad because obviously we seen an increase in this, and there's a reason why. Because this pandemic and the lack of people's mental health, or I should say the deterioration of people's mental health, all goes hand in hand, and that's still being unchecked. So that's where the real issue is at. It's because of the stigma that comes with mental health and people not, even though
especially people
even
of
though
color.
society, even though
Especially
society
people of color.
has done a great job of saying and coming out and saying, hey, you know what, it's okay to want and need help.
They just got to do a better job of protecting these kids, man.
But it's just unchecked.
These security guards need to be armed at schools.
You don't need
got
armed security.
You got armed security guards.
Shit,
They got them in New York and Chicago.
But what I'm saying is you need police. You don't need armed security guards. You need police at the school.
Yeah, I agree.
A security guard, they stabbed the nigga.
I don't care who it is. You just need somebody armed at the school.
Yeah,
Right.
You got armed security guards at banks. You got armed security guards at all these federal buildings and all these other different places. Why don't you have armed security at school? Why don't you have police at the school?
I think it just makes perfect sense that needs to be something that needs to be a federal
mandated law.
Mandate to where definitely
and not just
each
one.
state,
not just one.
Every single state
You gotta
needs
have
to
one
allocate.
at the front and at the back entrance,
Yeah,
where you can see all around.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I don't see, you know what? I think I don't see school police like I used to when I was going.
They
to
don't
school.
have school police.
What happened to the school police?
Not
cut the budget.
Not every city
I
has.
used to have school police looking around, driving around.
I haven't seen
You
school
ditch school.
police
You ditch
anywhere.
school. They coming to pick you
You
up.
see the white car? That's the school police.
You know what I mean?
Well, I seen that PCC.
I remember
That's what I'm saying. You see
I
the
did
white
school a
car,
couple
that's
times.
school
Nigga, they picked me up.
Some white cars. A lot of them motherfuckers is volunteers with no guns.
Like, come on, man. Where's the truancy?
They used to be.
Where's the truancy
Right,
police
but
at?
now that's what
They
they
don't come
allocate
get these
to.
kids.
Where's the truancy police at?
They need
Oh,
to
that's
have.
a wrap.
Because I remember when I was going to school and I did school, they picking me up. They saw me walking down the street. They're like, where you going?
Yeah, that's a wrap.
They coming to get you.
Because they used to drive through the hood.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Picking
yeah.
a nigga up.
Yeah, where, I don't see none of them. Where they at?
Yeah,
Doing
I need
school
a
hours.
ride. What time y'all coming through?
Yeah. On the real. And it's just crazy, man, because like Flossie was saying, man, it boils down to that individual's mental health. What can make you get up in the morning and be like, I'm about to go shoot up this school? Something is wrong. And the people, I don't know why people don't see it. I got a friend in Atlanta right now in Jonesboro, and she said that it was something online yesterday that was saying that, you know, if you getting this message, don't go to school tomorrow because we're going to shoot it up. You know, and it's just crazy because today, this was yesterday, talking about today, but then today it wasn't at that school, but it was at a school in St. Louis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that was the 52 fake to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Some school in America, you know, and it's just crazy, man. You know, they got these shows that I seen a movie where the black lady was the teacher and she's trying to protect her kids. And I could just feel like that's what happened over in Texas when the boy was going around shooting little kids, like nigga, 7, 8 year olds. You know what I'm saying? These are high school kids.
Right.
So most of them was like, nigga, I'm out of here. I'm running. I'm doing what I got to do to get out. You know? And these stupid motherfuckers, not the police, but the cameraman and the news would ask one kid, like, so what were you thinking when you jumped out of the window? Nigga, staying alive. You know what I'm saying? Staying alive. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? Like, why is this even a conversation?
What was going through my mind?
Yeah, what's going through my mind? No, nigga, I'm going to look and see who this dude is.
Yeah.
And no, nigga, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm out of here. Because, you know, St. Louis, nigga, is a lot of black kids. A lot of black people. You know what I'm saying? I know people look at other states and be like, oh, it's all white folks out there.
Yeah.
No, nigga.
That's a lot of
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm going to be honest with you, it's crazy. If he was a young black man who did that, they would already released his name.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so we know it's something different. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, they haven't identified him yet. So, you know what I'm saying? We do not know.
That's because the back end of it is being exposed right now. The lack of their duties, the notifications, the signs, the signals.
Mm-hmm.
Now all
he
that
was
stuff,
20 years old, so he wasn't even in school no more.
right? But trust me, there was some signs and some
Of
signals.
course.
That's why they ain't released the main.
Mhm.
That's why we ain't got the urban on that yet. You see what I'm saying? But trust and believe, that's on the way, and that's coming.
Because, you know, niggas gonna be like, oh, let me look at this Facebook page.
Oh, and then
and then they're gonna be having like AR-15s,
it's so
guns
many
and all that.
Magnum PIs out here.
It is, man.
Man,
you
they
know.
about to get on that boy everything. And
Yeah.
trust me, we'll know in a day or something.
The internet detective is the best
Oh,
in
man,
the
they
world.
the
Them
best.
niggas solve crimes fast.
The Dick Tracy's of the social media. Social media
them
Dick
niggas is
Tracy's.
Perry Mason.
Thank you. Niggas is Perry
They
Mason.
get paid for it.
They don't get paid to do shit. They just on there. They voyeurs. You never heard of an internet detective, nigga?
No.
Nigga,
No
so
such thing. I heard of trollers.
They
trolling.
solving crimes out here.
they be solving
Really?
crimes, nigga.
They out
Niggas
here
be in
solving
Idaho,
crimes.
nigga, and know who killed so and so, nigga. They probably know who shot up Dre 65 times,
Are they-
nigga,
are
in
they-
Chicago.
Are they law enforcement?
No,
No.
nigga, they're people like us.
Nigga,
But they
regular
people?
they regular
regular
people,
civilians.
nigga.
Looking for something going on?
Looking for
Regular
clues,
civilian
nigga,
sleuths.
and they gonna find it.
Well, we need to get Brian that job. Because
Oh,
that
man.
nigga know
That
it.
nigga's- he's just a snitch.
He know.
Hey,
Nah,
Between
man.
PI and
This boy, he knows when anytime somebody get killed, somebody get
He
shot,
he gonna tell you.
he knows about it.
I feel you. And that
That
leads.
good
Can't
job.
tell for money.
That's
Yeah,
called
buddy.
central.
Stop saying his name so niggas don't.
That leads me into my next shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody in the world does this. I don't give a fuck if you in Tanzania, if you in Europe, everybody goes out with their friends to a party, to a club, you know what I'm saying, to some bitches' houses. For females, they go to some niggas' houses, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna let y'all know, man, about the rules of going out with friends. Feel me? Rule number 1, don't cock block.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Rule
Real.
number 1, don't cock block. You see your nigga hollering at a female or your girl hollering at a dude, don't walk up and be like, hey, what you doing? Hey.
No
You may look better than your friend and you may want that nigga, but hey, you gotta see if that shit gonna work. If he fucking with her or she fucking with him, leave that shit alone. Do not fuck with it. You know what I'm
We
saying?
live in a world where niggas will run after your sloppy seconds.
On
Stop
the
blue
real.
With a bun, with
With-
a half of it, with the booty of the bread.
Yeah, with the booty of the bread. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Rule number 2, man. Do not fucking leave your friends. Make sure your friends are either on their way home safely or they got home safely. If your friend is in the club and you in the club and she got to go to the bathroom or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Walk her to the bathroom because you never know what's going to happen from there to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, you cannot leave your friends. You know what I'm saying? And if they leaving with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? You want to get that nigga license plate number. You know what I'm saying? You might want to take a picture of the nigga ID, all types of shit, because so much shit be going on in this world, man. And if your friends is fucking getting into it with another group of individuals, nigga, do not fucking leave them niggas. You know what I'm saying? This has to be said, which is crazy that it gotta be said. Because some people do not fucking realize, nigga, rules of going out with your friends. Do not leave your friends high and dry. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave
Or
them
drunk and
stranded.
high.
Yeah, or drunk and high. You know what I'm saying? If your friend is looking funny and she flipping out and she drunk, I don't give a fuck if she just, I'm leaving with fucking Tommy, I'm leaving with Eric. You know what I'm saying? Be like, no, bitch, you not. You know what I'm saying? Not tonight. Get that nigga number. When you sober up, if you still want to fuck with him, go with him tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what's going to happen. That nigga going to take advantage, or the girl going to take advantage of the dude, and it's going to go down. You may not ever see your friend again.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got some rules for going out?
Man, watch your drinks. Because,
Definitely.
motherfuckers is cold. Watch what you smoking, too. Watch what you smoking behind these motherfuckers, man.
Right.
Bring your own.
Yeah, bring your own. Motherfuckers is fucked up when it comes to women, man. I've been out here for a long time, a couple generations, man. And, I've seen some shit. I've heard some shit. And it's retarded.
Yeah.
That motherfuckers is so square that they can't have a conversation with a woman. Or they can't accept no.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with no, man. Just move on to the next one who says yes.
Next. Yeah.
That's it.
Right. Learn how to
Make
accept
it easy on
rejection.
yourself, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yes, we was having a conversation with the homie yesterday, and you said something that I can bring up today.
But
What you were saying was other motherfuckers that fuck with you and not even fuck with you, but they want to fuck with you in the club, right? And they see how when somebody else tell you no and how you respond to that no, they looking at you for that.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? They looking at you for that. They like, oh, that nigga disrespected her because she said no. I wonder what he gonna do to me, and I want to say yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So man, you know what I'm saying? Watch how you speak to people. You know what I mean? If somebody say no, like you said, nigga, move on. You know what I'm saying?
We live in a world, man. Everybody watching.
Yeah.
We can act like they not, but everybody watching. In our generation, a lot of women that we really wanted to fuck with didn't have the heart to come say something to us. So we felt like they wasn't fucking with us.
Right.
Well, all we had to do was have a little bit more confidence. At least for me, I can say that. And, you know, it's just crazy what confidence gets you.
Yeah. Get you everywhere. Swaggy D, what you think about this?
Yeah. Like I was saying,
You was there.
Sorry, I got lost again.
Yeah,
I was watching the game up here. I got lost in what we was talking about. Yeah.
You were there.
Oh yeah, man.
We ain't saying no names, but
Basically, the rules about going out with the homies.
what?
Yeah,
What?
for real. Like y'all was saying, yeah, don't leave your friends behind. Like, come on, man.
Give us something else that we missed.
Like,
Yeah. Something that we
come
missed.
on, man. Like,
Something that we missed. What else? What else
What's
don't you
important
do?
to you
Yeah,
other
then,
than leaving people? Go ahead.
and shit, don't start shit. Don't be over there
There
starting
you go.
fights. You know what I mean? Don't start fights. You know what I mean?
If you ain't willing to finish them on your own,
Exactly.
because look, we're at an age now where we all got something to lose.
Yeah.
If Swaggy go to jail because Flossie, got him into a fight, then that jeopardizes what he got going.
He could be calling me, collect to pay his bills.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That jeopardizes. So we have to be mindful of stuff like that. Even like, say for instance, we get into it with somebody, and hey, Juice, come down here, man, and come watch my back.
Right.
9 times out of 10, what that means is the nigga expects you to do something. Somebody getting the best of it.
Exactly.
And they want you to bring it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know why I'm calling you there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't calling you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Bring whatever you got.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't care if you gonna poke a nigga, shoot a nigga, slap a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know.
100.
So, yeah, that was some good shit, man. Don't start shit.
Hell
Start
yeah.
no shit.
Yeah. Because a lot of niggas do that.
Shit.
That's real spit.
Don't put us in no predicament that you know what I mean.
Thank you.
Especially if you wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You wrong.
And 9 times out of 10, when you the real homie and you right there, you gonna have your friends back whether they right or wrong. But after the thing, you might have to catch a fade with your homie because, nigga, you done got me in the trick bag, nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I got your back, nigga, but, nigga, this ain't gonna ever happen again. That's why I don't go out with certain people because I already know they whole demeanor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just, keep myself safe that way. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
easier.
Real spit.
Yeah.
And we got to know that also that certain people, like, it's all right that motherfuckers don't want to be in no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
And you can't take me if I say no. I'm not a bitch because I don't want to indulge in the shit that you're doing.
Yeah. And your bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show Flossy B.
Mine's just like a 2-step. Number 1, don't go out with broke individuals.
Yeah.
One.
That's just off top of the.
You'll be out there buying drinks for a nigga.
But yeah, just
That nigga ain't putting out.
Yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? In general, male or female, don't, because that's how relationships and friendships, not relationships and friendships, but that's how they get in.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go out with somebody broke,
Right.
because you already know what to anticipate. Secondly, when you get into it with somebody, don't call a nigga that's at the house.
Man, on the real. On the real.
That's how niggas get murdered.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Whether you get
get
murdered
into
or
it
you
with
murder a
somebody
nigga.
at the club, you need to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they still there. Don't be calling the homies and be like, oh, meet me outside, this, not the third. Nigga run up on Felix and don't even know who he, running up on, and that nigga got the Asian boy whip out, fold up chopper and
Man, on the real.
and everything.
Yeah.
So don't put other people in harm's way for your activities.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call the homies don't call somebody if they not at the club. Don't call them and be like, hey man, get it down here.
At 2 o'clock in the
And
morning.
especially if it's somebody
I
you
ain't
don't
coming.
know. If
I
you
ain't
don't
coming.
know
I ain't
the
gonna answer the
individual
phone. I'm gonna
is,
answer the
I'm
phone.
gonna answer the phone, but I ain't coming. I'm gonna tell you that. Because, you know, I can't explain to my kids why I'm going out to do some dumb shit like this.
Thank you.
And you ain't gonna be able to explain it if you don't come back. That's what I'm saying.
Situations, scenarios that we familiar with. But that same thing happened, and then pull up, and he the one with the burners and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But he not knowing that he running up on, you know what I'm saying?
Couple of niggas.
Thank you. He running up on the real Tony Montana though.
Yeah, for real. I gotta say this, man, because this happened to a nigga that we all know. I ain't gonna say no names, but nigga, if your homie girl is out here and you in the club and you see her wilding, you know what I'm saying? She could be doing the nastiest shit to a nigga that she met in the club, nigga. Do not have your homie's back about that bitch. Do not run up on another nigga around your homie's bitch. You just tell the homie what happened. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Do not go defend her, because nigga, well, if you murk that nigga or if he murked you, nigga, it's over for both of y'all.
Both of you.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We got shit that happen like that right in town. You know what I'm saying? So, man, do not do it. You know what I'm saying? You see your homie girl out here being a slut bag,
Yeah, just tell your boy,
let that
that's
bitch
it.
be in a slut bag, and nigga, you out. You know what I'm saying?
But-
You do security, nigga. You observe and report.
But tell your boy. See, a
Yeah.
lot of niggas around here will see you bitch out of pocket or see your lady out of pocket. They won't say nothing.
Right.
Keep that secret.
Right.
Because they got one up on her, and then they can ask her for whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's the fuck shit of it all.
Right.
That dude said it was good, huh?
Yeah, it is. We got more. We got more. I just, you know, that's all that bottle would take. Yeah. Do say, you know what I'm saying? We sponsored by niggas today.
Thank you, Kanye.
Shout out to Fear of the God.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, check this out, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into it. Another big one. Now this one right here is gonna segue into the big episode. I mean the big part of the episode. So, you know, when you dealing with a female or a male, you know what I'm saying? If you're a female, you dealing with a male, you know, it's just when you get with somebody and you've been talking to them, you can meet a girl and they can be like, oh yeah, you cool, you talking on the phone for a week, and then after that week she thinks she own you. You know what I'm saying? Or he think he own you. Like, where you going? Where you at? Who you going with? You gotta call me when you get there, call me when you get home. You know what I'm saying? And that's all cool, you know, motherfucker be like, yeah, just text me when you get home, make sure you made it safe. But you know, niggas know what I mean by being extra. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that leads into, that type of motherfucker is gonna lead you into a domestic violence situation. You know what I'm saying? Because domestic violence ain't just physical, it's mental.
It's mental.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It
So,
is.
you know, we're gonna get into the domestic violence shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start with you, S.
I'm a person who's done 52 weeks. I am not proud of it. Those are my young years. Now that I look at it, I realize that it didn't make me a man, it made me less of a man because I lost control of that day.
Right.
And it haunted me for 15 years. It stood. I had to look at it every time I went to go get a job. They questioned me about it. I had to write about it, all kinds of shit. It was crazy. To tell you a little bit about the situation, I was a young father. I had my own place with my son's mother, and we were living in Riverside at that time, and we ended up getting into it, and we were fighting that whole day, and ultimately what ended up happening was her cousin was a domestic violence survivor. She had moved from South Carolina because her husband had almost killed her, so she was triggered by what was going on between both of us, and she knew it wasn't going to stop, and so she called the police.
Right.
And when they came, they said one of us had to go to jail, and I was the one who went. And you know, now looking at it in its totality, and you know, we should never. I don't give a fuck what goes on. We should never put our hands on our women. Our women should never put their hands on us.
Right.
I'm learning that if you really love somebody, you don't want to break their spirit. You don't want to do that shit. You want to talk to them as much as you can. I know it doesn't seem like it gets through when we're talking to our women, Hell, even our kids sometimes.
Right.
But what fucks me up is that we have patience with our kids, but we won't have patience with our women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not all.
Yeah, because we want it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want it right now.
And
that
I'm
instant respect.
Yeah. And I'm guilty in past relationships. And even in my relationship now of wanting some things and knowing, not recognizing when she's tired or, you know, when she needs to be tapped out, you know. But I think that patience is the key. I was talking to this lady before I came here. I was at the mechanics at Sarkis. And, you know, she was just saying that the difference between her 20 years ago and the difference between her now is the patience that she has with people.
Right.
And I was just talking to you about that. Like, man, I commend you, man, the patience that you have with some of the motherfuckers that be around us. Because I don't want to be bothered with it.
Right.
But you will.
Yeah.
You know? And so, you know, that just goes to show that, you know, patience is a virtue. And, you know, in life, the more we know, and if we love people, we can't hurt them. Even our kids, say for instance now, like, I'm not going to say what our parents did was wrong, but what it did was, it was a form of abuse.
Yeah, it showed us what not to do.
It showed us what not to do. But, you know, some parents for other kids took it too far.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
They even murdered their kids.
Yeah. Which, in turn, it creates an environment for a person that, when he gets frustrated, he don't want to have a conversation.
Violence.
Yes. Yes. Growing up in the hood, we've seen it, whether it be our aunt. It was crazy when I was young. I was in Henderson, Kentucky. I bullshit you not. This was Tuesday afternoon. It was just that simple. I'm sitting in front of the yard on my bike, and this woman runs through the whole projects, butt naked, to our house. And it was crazy because her husband, they got into it, beat her, made her take off all her clothes, forced himself on her, and then she had to run out the house like that all the way to her people's house.
Right.
And then when the police came, all they did was ask him to go somewhere else for the night.
Right. They was perpetuating the problem.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna happen again.
Yeah, it's gonna happen again. And you know, for that, seeing that, you know, it was crazy. It was just crazy. And you know, we come up in the 80s and the 90s, and let's just be honest. A lot of brothers didn't have coping mechanisms. You know, and you know, there were some women, and I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. But, you know, I remember having a girlfriend who, if you didn't argue with her or you didn't, you know,
she didn't feel like you loved her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And looking at that now, that was sad. And she was broken back then.
That's why when a woman ever says, "Oh, I'm too much for any man," I'm like, "Yeah, bitch, I don't want you."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It take a strong nigga to fuck with me. Yeah, I don't want you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need no silverback gorilla.
Right.
I need a woman with empathy, love, and understanding.
Because that means
you know
you're
what
broken.
I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And man,
they think they could talk to a nigga any way they want
yeah,
to.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
And they want a nigga to actually hit them. When they say that, they want a nigga to smack them.
Yeah.
I ain't that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And nigga tend, like, you find some women now who have real nigga tendencies.
Oh, yeah.
Men tendencies. Well, they'll step to you in that way.
Oh, yeah.
And first of all, that's not even ladylike.
Exactly.
It's not.
You know, I don't care how mad a woman gets. You're never supposed to hit your man.
Thank you.
Because for every action, there's a reaction.
Exactly.
And you ain't
Whether
gonna like
right
the
or
reaction.
wrong.
There it
Whether
is.
right or wrong. And you know, that's what really goes on. People in their pride. I remember thinking about this situation being in jail. And it was really my pride. It was really my pride for real.
Right.
It was my pride. because I could have got up and walked away. Cause I had another little thing, and that's what we was arguing about. Cause me and her was going back and forth, and I was going back and forth to Pasadena all the time, and I had me another little thing. And what happened was, one night, me and Dwight was at the house chilling, and they both pulled up on me. I don't know how she got her number or what, but they both pulled up on me and told me to make a choice.
Right.
Thank you.
And I chose my baby mama, but for that, we argued for months.
Oh yeah.
That led to that.
Oh man, Swaggy D, what you feel about the domestic violence situation?
Man, yeah, I feel like women. I feel like you can't argue with a woman, man. You gotta walk away. You know what I mean? Because these women, it's hard to win a conversation, an argument with a woman. 90% of the time, you're not gonna win an argument with a woman. They always gonna feel like they're right.
Especially when they're talking fast.
You know what I mean? For real, exactly. They will lie, cheat, and steal, and they're gonna go to the grave with their lies. They're not gonna admit their wrongs. You know what I mean? They're gonna make you feel like you're the wrong. They always gotta pay the victim. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I deal with that shit with the one I'm with. You know what I mean? They're always playing the victim, even when they wrong. They want to play the victim. Like, how the fuck you playing the victim when you was wrong? Like,
they the damsel in distress.
Like, exactly. Always like, come on, you killed me right now. Never. They don't take accountability for shit.
Man,
that shit pisses me off. It's like, take accountability for your actions. You know what I mean? It's like crazy.
but still, we know you don't hit females, so
no, I don't hit women.
Man, so how do you feel
Definitely
about
not, especially with this Me Too movement bullshit going around.
right?
You know what I mean?
Can't even slap a bitch no more.
Right. Okay. You know what I mean?
Boom, click, boom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No. I'm not going there. Okay, I'm not going to go back.
You know what fucks me up about a lot of this shit, though, is that, accountability has to go for everybody. Because, there are sometimes we are out of pocket. There are sometimes we're out of pocket. But then there are a lot of times women are out of pocket. And nobody ever questions that. Nobody ever comes to our defense.
They're going to say, well, what did you do to make her do that?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. But what if she was already scorned?
Yeah, that bitch been a hoe.
Thank you.
That's it.
Exactly.
I just chose the wrong hoe.
There it is. You know what I'm
Most of
saying?
the time they're broken.
Oh, man.
Whoever they was with before and fucked them up so bad, you know what I mean? Now we got to deal with the problem.
Right.
I think you deal with those problems with like extra love and compassion.
Patience.
You know what I'm saying? Patience, definitely. But the compassion part comes in when she feels like she's jealous of a nigga doing more than anybody else ever did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be out there, I don't give a fuck if you out there selling t-shirts on the corner, nigga. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be like, it ain't no nigga I ever fuck with that went up and searched and ran for his dreams like you.
Right.
And I know you got another female out there. You know what I'm saying? You're like, nigga, you can pull up on me on this corner every day.
And I'm
You know what I'm saying? And I'm here. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, if you love that woman, you want to be with that woman, you just gotta, you gotta kind of make her feel secure about the situation.
And thank you. And you said the prime word, secure, is because now the irony for me is that I've seen this on both spectrums.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because insecurity in male and females is a real one of the main reasons why there's this type of abuse that takes place.
Right.
So I grew up and I was raised by, as you know, Juice, a lot of, the people that bestowed a lot in me were females.
Right.
But they had a male mentality.
Right.
So like you said, with the patience and all that, obviously everybody knows I'm one of the most patient, calm, cool, and collective cats you know. And there's a reason why. because of the environment I was raised in. You know, I grew up with the story of how my grandmother, she's the first person I know that ever did a drive-by. She trying to kill my granddaddy because he got his other side piece. They got the mansion out here in Altadena over here off Altadena Drive in Santa Rosa.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But he living a double life. Right. So he's staying with her in LA and then got his side piece out here. She find out about it. So she tried to smack him down, you know what I'm saying,
right.
with the old 38 cent.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, that, but then once again, we're talking about one of the coldest players ever.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I was exposed to that. And how I would see him sit around, you know, and just talk crazy, verbally abuse whoever, and be like, this my grandson, don't say nothing to him. I'm about to tell him and have all his baby mamas all in one place.
Right.
Being like, don't say nothing to him. I'm lacing his boots.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So just off the bat, just not even what asking for it. I was exposed to it just naturally, like, okay, this is what it is.
Yeah, this
and
how
that's
it go,
the reason why a lot of my family, you see, you know, they act the way that they do. Because we have been subjected to the violence on both ends, male and female.
Right.
And a lot of that is due to insecurities.
Right.
Male and females.
Definitely.
Being insecure about themselves, like you said. I've been in relationships with females that are jealous of me. Why are you jealous of me? And we together.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm with you, but let me right now, like y'all know, like that's like why the scraper's on the back burner.
Or like you're
if I had the scraper done right now, it was where I'm at right now, where I'm at with everything else, it'd be a problem.
Right.
Because they'd be like, oh no, that's too much. He's doing too much. He's extra out. How am I extra?
I'm just living life.
I'm just doing me.
And that's a lot of things. Most people don't want to live life. Like, I was reading some shit today, and somebody was saying that, you know, everybody here works, hustles, whatever you're doing, right? So when you're doing what you got to do to provide for your family, right? Other people will look at you and be like, that nigga a hard worker, right? That's cool. Right. But when you working and you like, you know what? I'm not gonna go to work next week, nigga. I'm gonna go to motherfucking Miami, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you go to work for a couple more months, then you like, you know what, nigga? I'm gonna go over to Georgia. Oh, right. You know what I'm saying? People look at you like this nigga is doing too much. But people don't understand, like this life, you gotta live it. And if you a person, you're gonna wanna see other shit. Because you can't just live life and go to work, come home, go to sleep, get up and do the same shit every day. We gotta live life. And a lot of people, whether, you know, you're driving around in your scraper or you know what I'm saying, you selling shirts on the corner, niggas don't want to see you living your best life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of fucked up.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fucked up. People don't think that females can be abusive in a relationship, but the mouth is worse than a nigga slapping you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because now
the tongue is that of a sword.
Man, you driving around all day thinking about what this female done said to your ass. You're like, God damn, why am I even thinking about this shit? Right. I got other shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So domestic violence, that shit works every which way you can imagine.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Physically, mentally. You know what I'm saying? Have a nigga stressed out, losing your hair. You know what I'm saying? And all that. You be like, God damn, nigga. I need, you know what I'm saying? I need new friends.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I need a new bitch. And that's why, you know what I'm saying? Niggas cheat. Bitches be like, why niggas cheat? Nigga, he cheat because you at the house, nigga. This nigga done took the trash out and you telling him it's 2 pieces of paper in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just only for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You know, let your nigga live. If your nigga is there with you every day, he loves you. He's going to do what he do and he coming home. And I don't mean he going to fuck with other bitches. I'm talking about he going to do his job. He going to get that money and he coming back. He bringing it to the household. Right. As long as you straight, you should be straight. Right. You know what I'm saying? You cause that unnecessary shit to, even if it's the opposite way around. If your female out there and she doing it, you know, leave her alone. Let her do what she do. You know what I'm saying? And this domestic violence really came about because, nigga, I was on YouTube and I was just, you know, looking up shit, watching the little regular videos I watch. And then, you know, I seen this video about a couple of people coming up missing and all this. Like, it was a bus driver, right? It was a bus driver. And this shit really hit home because I got a friend that really went through this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she didn't get, I'm gonna just tell the story. So, the bus driver, you know what I'm saying, she was in a relationship. She seen a nigga that worked with her that she used to fuck with back in the day. So she was like, oh, nigga, you know what I'm saying? He said something to her back in the days that made her be like, you know, I ain't gonna fuck with you. But now he apologized, and that's what, you know, niggas that, you know, do domestic violence, they do. They try to apologize and try to get back in. You know what I'm saying? So she let him back in, not on no sexual shit, but on some feelings type shit. Like, I mean, friendship type shit.
Right.
So what happened was, the nigga was like, oh, I'm gonna tell, if you don't give me no pussy, I'm gonna tell your nigga we used to be together. You know what I'm saying? Right. So start blackmailing her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. I got the pictures, I got all this, I'm gonna tell your nigga. She like, nigga, I fucked with you years ago, before I was even with this nigga. Right. That nigga don't know, the picture ain't got no date. You know what I'm saying? So what ended up happening was he went up to her job, nigga, and shot her and killed her. You know what I'm saying? Right. Tragic end. So I got a friend who went through some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? She watches the show, and it's like, she had a nigga that she fucked with. She was with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the nigga she fucked with, she was like, okay, it was cool. You know, we cool. I ain't gonna fuck with you no more. The nigga like, oh, I'm gonna expose you on Facebook. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tell your nigga. She like, well, you know what I'm saying?
Good luck.
Yeah, no, nigga. She was like, okay, what you need? What you need? Oh, I need $200. Huh? Here go $200. Right. You know, it never stops. Oh, I need this. I need that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Never stops. Hit pictures of guns. Yeah, bitch. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what's gonna happen to you. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad she got up out of that shit, but it's like that shit about the bus driver. Right. That shit can happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
People will fucking blackmail you. You know what I mean? Because you did some infidelity type shit. And you just gotta be like, you know what, nigga? I told her a while ago, like, that nigga doing that on your phone that you pay the bill for?
Thank you.
Block that nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Block that nigga. Tell him to do whatever the fuck he gonna do. It's only gonna hurt once.
Thank
you. You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna hurt once.
Real
you can
straight.
explain some shit or leave your relationship, but it's only gonna hurt once. This nigga gonna keep hurting you. You know what I'm saying? He done probably got you out of $1,000 worth of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you scared this nigga gonna do this, and that's what he was trying to do. And she was just like, you know what? Nigga, I'm gonna get a restraining order. She got the restraining order, and he killed her the next week. Restraining orders don't stop shit. It's just a piece of paper saying this nigga can't come 500 feet from you. But that nigga probably thinking, I'm gonna kill this bitch. Fuck all of that restraining order shit. It's gonna be over. You know what I'm saying?
You get that as a piece of protection. So therefore, when they do slide on you, you just be ready.
You gotta call. Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta be ready. You know what I'm saying? You got a nigga stalking you, get you a piece.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? Get you a piece.
Hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? You get you that restraining order, and you get you some protecciones.
Yeah.
Because that goes hand in hand. And if it goes to that particular point, or if it gets to that level, then that's just what you gotta do, just flat out. But you know what I'm saying? You always gotta stay ready out here, like the boy Sugar Free always says.
Boss, can you bring that other bottle?
You always gotta stay ready and never get ready.
Yeah. And that leads me to the white girl who was with the black dude. He was hating on the black girls, like, oh yeah, y'all bitches ain't shit. I need a white girl, yada yada yada, right? And the white girl killed him.
Right.
Y'all remember that, right?
Yeah.
So they got video of her socking this nigga up in the elevator. He ain't hitting her. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing none of that. You know what this white bitch do? She go to the police station and be like, oh, I'm scared for my life. I need a order of protection from this dude, right? And then what happened? A month later, or however long it was later,
she kills him. In the mansiones.
I think that was a setup.
Oh, of course.
She wanted to kill that nigga from the jump.
Exactly.
He probably had all the white bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Problem. He had all the game.
He had all the game. You know what I'm saying? and she didn't understand that. The motherfucker's like, oh, you know, so once she put the order of protection up, that was kind of saving her to be like, oh.
She was covering her ass.
She was covering her ass. So when I kill this nigga, they gonna think that this nigga was beating me.
Exactly.
But she didn't know it was elevator tapes and all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And
thank the Lord for it, though.
Yeah, thank the Lord for it. Because, I mean, shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? For one, you can't be going out against your race. I don't give a fuck what race you are. You know what I'm saying? Your preference is your preference. That don't mean you got to shit on nobody else.
That's
To
right.
be like, oh, only fuck with so and so, only fuck with so and so. So fuck the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like your preference is your preference because nigga, karma comes back. It's gonna come back on you. You know what I'm saying?
And there's no need to talk down on another group of individuals based on what you like.
Yeah.
That's racism.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a preference on something, I might like Chevys over Fords.
Right.
But you're not gonna sit here and hear me talk bad about 5.0s.
Right. Exactly.
You see what I'm
Because if
saying?
niggas super that fast enough, nigga, you gonna
But
burn
you see
you
what I'm
down.
saying? But I mean,
Yeah.
what am I going to get out of that?
Right. Yeah.
What I mean, because Ford gonna still keep selling 5.0.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And them black females is going to steadily get other black niggas. And it's crazy. You know, I'm in Old Town a lot, right? This is something to all the black brothers out there, man. Let me put the camera on. This is something to all the black brothers out there, man. If you got you a white chick, you know what I'm saying, and you out there with her in public, nigga, we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? We really don't, bro. Like, I'm a nigga that I see a brother out on the streets, he having fun, I'll be like, what up? You know what I'm saying? These niggas will look down.
Yeah.
These niggas will
Keep
look
your head up.
I'm getting
down.
head nods.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's so funny, but I'm getting head nods. It's funny you say that because
Man,
just the other day I was
crazy.
out
Yeah.
in a racial couple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boy had the dreads and all that.
Mhm.
He giving me head nod though. He like, I'm like, what up?
See,
I ain't
that's-
mad. You know
no,
what
that's
I'm saying?
crazy because I get the total opposite. A nigga that's with another race, nigga, they will not give no head nod or nothing. They'll do one of these numbers.
Yeah, maybe because I'm light skinned.
Yeah, maybe.
I thought about that.
Maybe that's
I
the
was
reason
gonna
why I
say that, and I
get the
didn't
reaction
really
on
try.
it. Maybe because I'm light
You
skinned
know
for
what
long
I'm
hair.
saying?
Exactly.
Maybe that might be the
Yeah.
difference.
It's a light skin
But
thing.
you know what I'm
'cause I
saying?
think
They
the
might
same
think
thing.
you,
When they look at a black
you
nigga,
real Jamaican.
yeah,
like,
they
hey, boy,
look at
what
a black
you
nigga,
doing
they
now?
like, that's the nigga holding the spear. He gonna
Exactly.
stab me.
You're a
Nigga.
real
I
Ross
ain't-
Clock now.
I ain't
You might
finna do
say,
nothing,
like, yeah,
nigga.
man.
This what's up, nigga. You know, you doing your thing. You know what I'm
Thank
saying? And it's crazy because the black women that's with the white men, they look at me too and just be like, they give me more of not even respect. It ain't respect at all. It's just, you know, I notice you. You know what I'm saying? You black, I notice you. I come from the South. You know what I'm saying? When you see people, you speak to people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that other races out here, they'll say something to me before any of my people will.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
I just saw Herb Dean the other day. You know, Herb Dean, he's a referee for UFC. He got him a white girl. Every time I
I've
see
been with her for
Old Town.
years.
Every time I see him in public, I'm like,
He
what
been
up?
with her for
I say,
years.
I'm
Right, I
like,
see him in Old Town.
Oh,
But
He
he a
been with
real
her 20 years.
He's
I
still a
see
real
him in
brother.
Old Town at the bars. I shake his
Yeah.
hand. I'm like, what
He's
up?
been with her forever.
Yeah.
I saw him at Stater Buzz the other day. I was like, what up? He was walking in at the same time. I was like, what up? He's with this white girl. Like,
And
come
he's
on,
in
man.
the biggest fights.
Right.
Y'all don't know who we talking about.
Right.
We talking about the brother. We ain't gonna say he fat because he work out. You know what I'm saying? But he's the dude with the, I call him Miami dreads because
Yeah.
they ain't never retwisted. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? He just
Right.
got the natural dread look. And you know what I'm saying? If you watch any big time UFC fight, he's the ref.
The man.
He's the man in there. And he right
Yeah,
here
he
in
lives out
Dina.
here. Lives out
You know
here
what I'm
in
saying?
Dina.
He right here in Dina.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if he's
yeah.
from
Seen him?
Dina.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he is from Dina.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
he used to mess with Dre Hard, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, he
He
did.
always
But
in
then
Dina.
he used to mess with my boy Ted back in the day too, and then too, I used to mess with his brother Timon. That's my dog.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Timon. I met
Yeah,
Timon through
Timon
you.
Dean. Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah. That's
The
cool,
label.
man. Shout out to Timon.
The
I ain't
label.
heard that name in a minute.
Yeah, been a while.
Yeah. Man. So, shit. You said you wanted to holler about something. Nigga want to holler about the black supremacists.
Who?
You, nigga.
Talking to Swaggy D?
Yeah, nigga. I gotta remind you, nigga.
The black supremacists?
Charleston White.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
That's my boy. He speaks the real.
Oh,
'Cause
man.
he kind of remind me of myself.
Y'all know we have to do the fuckery.
You know what I mean? He speaks real. I mean, I'm not as real as him. You know what I mean? I do get on my people. I do talk about black people. I ain't gonna lie. I do talk about my people. But I talk about y'all when y'all do dumb shit. And he's the same way. He said, I'm gonna talk about you when you do dumb shit. But he talking about everybody. When you ain't doing dumb shit. But I'm gonna talk about you when you do dumb shit. Whether you broke, successful, you a rapper, actor, I don't care what you do. But if you do some dumb shit and you in the public eye, I'm gonna talk shit about you. Okay? But my boy Charleston White, yeah, he's on a whole other level. I don't know if he's doing it for fame or what, but he, you know what I mean?
Charleston White, bro, let me just say this real quick. Charleston White, he reminds me of an up-and-coming rapper. The reason why I say that is because when you look at up-and-coming rappers these days, what do they talk about? They got the most controversy. They talk about they done killed niggas. They got the most money. They do all this. They doing it for clout. That's the main thing. So he's doing all of this just for clout. Like he goes extra out. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you listen to any rapper, you be like, oh, that nigga's, that nigga did all that. You know, niggas believe in everything they doing right now. So it's like this nigga, Charleston White, he say all of this shit. You be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? He right, but he ain't got to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then he want to say it's for a fucking organization. He only putting the clout out there because that's the only way he can be heard. Just like an MC. And when you're an MC, you got to come up with the most wickedest shit or the dopest shit that you can write. When you write the wickedest, dopest shit and try to put it towards your life. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's all he doing. You know what I'm saying? He an up-and-coming rapper right now. You know what I'm saying? This nigga running around with guns. He lives off talking about rappers. Yeah, he lives off talking about rappers. He running around. He got guns. You know what I'm saying? He shot himself in the leg, nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he's done all the shit he's talking about. I'm sure he did it in his lifetime. He done smoked drugs. He done probably shot people. All this shit. Sweet okay, so he better cut it out.
He smoked crack back in the days.
For real, he looked like a crackhead.
A couple fades that used to come up and try to spit knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's always one accountant.
Yeah,
he used to be an accountant.
Yeah.
So he's trying to keep knowledge.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get some knowledge, nigga.
Yeah,
nigga, make that a double burger with cheese.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Now you just got it.
On the real shit. What was that? Minister Society. Hell yeah, make that a double burger with cheese, nigga.
How many years did you spend in prison, nigga? You sound like a nigga that just got out of prison. Trying to drop knowledge on me.
Only thing he missing is the Farrakhan glasses. He throw them glasses on, nigga. He might be believable. But right now, we don't believe that shit, nigga. Because now he's trying to dress like hip-hop-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like Esther just saying, he got the chain on now. You know what I'm saying? He getting this money, nigga.
Big fat chain.
He getting this money now, nigga. So, I mean, you know, it all boils down to one thing, nigga. Everybody in the world, nigga, is either out for two things, nigga. They out for themselves or they out for their family. You know what I'm saying? So, in any industry you look at, nigga, I don't give a fuck if you sweeping up at the MTA bus station, nigga. You doing that to make money for your family. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know... Like your boy said on that message the other day, nigga, I gotta survive for me. I gotta take care of me. I gotta feed me. You know what I'm talking about? He was like, nigga, I gotta do this. You know, some people are out for themselves, but most people that's out there, nigga, they doing it for the bigger aspect, meeting their family. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just gotta look at a nigga and know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you do.
Fuck these niggas.
I'm learning that.
Yeah, it's people that take. It's individuals out here that's just taking advantage.
So where is he from? Where is this dude from? Where did he pop up from? That's what I want to know.
That's your boy.
Dallas, Texas.
No. That's your boy.
No,
you're supposed to know that. What hospital niggas was born at?
I don't know much about him.
You got to research something before you get on it. You know, before you support it, you got to know about it. You see what I'm saying?
Man, I signed up for TikTok like a month ago, and that's when I start seeing his videos. Because every time I click on my TikTok, he's the first one to pop up.
Well, whatever you watch,
I don't know where you're from.
He's opportunist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what he is, man.
He's opportunist. See, that's called opportunist because even he done got you to follow him and look into him, and you don't know nothing about it. But every time about I'm with him. That's called opportunities.
I'm your friend.
That's called opportunities. And you like, yeah, I don't agree with everything, but I do agree with something. And see, that's what opportunists need. They don't need you to agree with everything. Just every now and again agree and tap in.
Tune in every time.
You know who I agree with was Kevin Samuels. I agree with Kevin Samuels. Like Kevin Samuels, He was speaking some real shit.
Charleston White just took over his
Charleston
position.
Charleston White is reckless, and he's somebody gonna do something bad to him.
Listen.
Kevin Samuels.
We can be
reckless
opportunists and be up here and really be over the top and be real critical and crucial and have 1,000,000 trillion billion followers. We can do that with our music.
Yeah.
We can do that with this podcast. It's nothing.
Yeah,
That's
I'll be opportunist, and it's crazy.
it's easy to be that.
It is. That nigga made me lose my train of thought. Nigga. Yeah, but Kevin Samuels. So yeah, Kevin Samuels, and to what both of y'all were saying, I'm intertwining, right? You were saying you believe in Kevin Samuels, right? Mm-hmm. And he was saying he opportunist and this and that. So what happens is with Kevin Samuels, no, not that he opportunist.
Kevin Samuels is not an opportunist.
That we can be reckless. That's what you were saying. We can be reckless and we can get a gang of followers and all that. Because people hate to see their own people going against their people.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like if we get up here and be like, nigga, fuck black bitches, them hoes ain't shit. They walk around with this and that and they fake and all that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will tune in.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? And tune in, nigga. You get 100,000 views in 2 hours, nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? What these niggas talking about are black females now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Kevin Samuels was doing, bro. He just found his niche, just like Charleston White. That's why I call him Kevin Samuels 2.0. Because, you know.
I'm not about putting our people down. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm about uplifting our people. Man, that's now, if you're doing dumb shit, then I'm going to talk bad about you.
That's nothing. What's the boy? He's still here right now.
Oh.
The boy that used to have the radio, he still got his show. He be,
put the mic up, nigga, can't hear.
I forget the boy's name. He got the flat top. He always supporting new cats running for mayor, all of that. He was just on the dude that's running for the superintendents that's running
from Pasadena.
No, he from LA. But I forget the boy's name. He got a flat top. He's whitewashed. But
I don't even know. We'll think about it.
Boy name. We'll double back to that. But anyway,
is he a Republican?
Yeah, he's a Republican. It's a
I
lot of cats.
his name is Major. Major Williams.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Major Williams.
He was running for mayor.
Yeah, Major Williams.
I believe so.
You know, he used to be a rapper.
Is he tall? The tall cat with the flat top?
Oh no, this ain't the same dude.
No,
he ain't talking about Major.
No,
Major used to be signed.
Yeah, Major's a Republican.
He used to be signed with Jamie Foxx. Yeah, he used to roll with Jamie Foxx. But he's talking about somebody else.
Yeah, this dude, and trust me, this dude got a radio show on FM radio right now. So you know who this cat is. I just forget his name.
Okay.
But yeah, man, like I said, it's just certain individuals like that. They do that just for the clout.
Larry Elder?
Elder. The boy Elder.
Oh, Larry Elder? Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, there's a bunch of cats like him out
there. Yeah, and then Herschel Walker, you know what I mean?
And they both got flat tops.
Herschel Walker, you know what I mean? And he's a Republican. Like, come on, you're a football player, you're black, you're a Republican. You know what I mean? Somebody accusing you of, you know what I mean? Now you're going with the abortion law, but you didn't have some, I'm sure you've had plenty of abortions in your career, but you talking about, come on, man.
Like I said,
he's a hypocrite, man.
A lot of this
it's a hypocrite, man.
It's a treatment to where they're trying to get to. They're going to give you the treatment in the facade for you to follow so they can make their money. It's that simple. Yeah. And it's just all about who's falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
That part.
Yeah. And the banana in the tailpipe is LBG.
Thank you.
The gangbangers. They trying to, hey, you had that baby, you don't want him, we gonna take him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We can't have a baby. Yeah, we're gonna raise them like our own nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then the traits get bad, and they like, oh, we don't want this nigga no more.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because a kid is gonna grow up who they are. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna grow up who they are, but they may be fucked up in the head, waking up every day to see two females or two males kissing all day. You know what I'm saying?
Unnatural.
Yeah, it's unnatural. You know what I'm saying? This world is made on Adam and Eve, nigga, not Adam and Steve, nigga, and I believe in that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So, you know,
to each his own.
Yeah, to each his own. Whatever, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We don't have nothing against you, but
it's just what it is.
You just trying to force it on people. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
We don't force people to just be like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm black, you gotta love me. Well, I can't force that. You know what I'm saying?
I can't walk up in your living room and just Nigga force you to stream my music.
That
No.
boy right there.
You know what I'm
And if I
saying?
did, it'd be an issue.
Yeah, if I did, it would be
Yeah.
a fucking issue.
So respect my decisions and my choices and
Yeah.
how I run my household.
That's why I'm glad every TV got one thing.
A guy.
A remote
No.
control.
Oh.
They got a remote control
Yeah,
player.
right about that.
Man, on the real. Shit. We're gonna get some last words, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start with my boy, Pasadena Sean.
Man,
It's all the same.
it is, man. You know, people get it twisted. Sean Davis, Pasadena Sean, you know, it's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I want to say, man, a moment in silence for what happened today in St. Louis, man. You know, my heart goes out to to those families and anybody who lost somebody because all they were doing was going to school.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, my God, I just hope the Lord that never happens to them for our grandkids or our kids. I hope they never experience that.
That's right.
Also, we got to do better, man, as friends and brothers to each other. We got to learn to listen to one another. I know we talk a lot of shit and, you know, we joke a lot, but through that, we're trying to have serious conversation without offending anybody. And I love y'all, man. I love y'all to death, man. And, you know, I was telling my brother earlier that, you know, we haven't been seeing eye to eye for some time. You know, God put it on my heart today to let it be known because it can't go on another day. Let's just be better to each other. Let's look after each other. Try to, you know, not take care of each other, but at least communicate when things are foggy or unclear. That's my word.
Good shit. I'm gonna
Yes,
go to my
sir.
boy, Flossy B. The last words.
Man, I just number one, want to thank just on my own personal little virtues here. Thank you for the support of all my brothers, my day ones. You know, Dino Boy, SD,
Yes, sir.
Pasadena Sean, my nigga Swaggy D. You know, the Nuwave as a whole, all the viewers. You know what I mean? It's been a collective effort when it comes to our artistry, our music. You know what I mean? And the way we collectively have supported one another. And that's always been us. So I just want to thank us for doing us and being positive, you know what I'm saying, examples
Right.
for other individuals. And not only that, creating a buzz and momentum for
Right.
other individuals to still pursue their goals and their aspirations in life, you know, and us being a trendsetter of such and giving people, you know what I mean, that opportunity or be an example for individuals to give them opportunities to pursue their goals and dreams and know that it's never too late.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, slap out a pound out, nigga, on all platforms. Subscribe to the channel, YouTube, Flossy B, FLAWCEE space B. On top of that, like I said, man, let's just continue to lend an ear and just be there, and let's alleviate this self-centeredness. You know what I'm saying? Let's not be so self-focused going forward. Everybody's about the bag and this and that, and oh, I'm stunting on you.
Right.
We've already been through the stunt and bling bling phase, man.
Right.
It's being regurgitated to a high capacity right now.
Yes, sir.
And we need some transparency.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what we, you know, that's what we provide. And let's just keep up the good work. And it's not all about you. And I'll leave you this, like my dad always used to tell me, man, stay focused on your mission and not your condition. Meaning, always stay focused on your goals, not where you are currently at in life, because that is simply temporary.
Amen. Yeah. Swaggy D.
YBD in the building, and I just want to say, man, this was a good show tonight. You know what I mean? We didn't have no arguments tonight, so that was good. You know what I mean?
That was your hosting skills.
I was hosting last week, but we had a few disagreements and some arguments. So I'm
We had
glad
some technical difficulties, but we back on track.
back on track. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean. And I gotta control myself sometimes because I get out of hand and I let my ego, you know, take advantage of me. You know what I mean? So I gotta humble myself sometimes. You know what I mean? So I appreciate every one of you guys. You know what I mean? Thanks for doing this, and we got a good thing going. Let's keep it going.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. So, yeah, man, this shit is brought to you by Nuwave Barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Nuwave Shop Talk. Famously Broke. You can hit us all at Instagram on all of those platforms. FamouslyBroke.com. You know what I'm saying? My last words, man, is I'm going to circle back to just a little bit of everything, man. You know, when you with your partner, you know what I'm saying, you love unconditionally, but don't love so much that it hurts. When love starts to hurt, my nigga, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go. Because, I mean, shit, it's a million fish in the sea, just like your parents used to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up on so much that you love this person that you can't leave this person, because if you don't leave that person, you're going to end up hurting that person. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, get out while that shit is early, and you know what I'm saying? You don't hurt yourself, or they don't hurt you, or you don't hurt nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, love yourself first. And if you love yourself and you don't want no harm to come to yourself, then you're going to love other people and you don't want harm to come to them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we want to, like my boy said, man, rest in peace to the lives that was lost in St. Louis today. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we give respect to the police that got there fast, quick, and they did what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And protected most of the kids, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when they make that call, you got to get there. You know what I'm saying? And in between that time and the time they got there, it could have been dozens dead. You know what I mean? So, man, we proud of y'all. You know what I'm saying? We are really proud of y'all. You know what I mean? So, you know, and then with ladies, because this really goes out to the ladies. If you in a relationship or you in a situationship and the motherfucker is, you can tell this motherfucker want to harm you, you know what I'm saying? Get out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get out of that shit, because the end ain't gonna be pretty. You know what I'm saying? And you need to be around for your kids, your family, whatever it is you got going on, you know what I'm saying? And live your life and have fun, be happy, you know what I'm saying? And when you go out with your friends, don't leave them stranded. Don't leave them stuck on stupid. You know what I'm saying? Watch your friends back as they gonna watch yours. You know what I'm saying? Give love, you gonna get love. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, you know, just cause you got ends don't make them niggas your friends, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, famously broke, bro. Famously broke. Be better than you was yesterday, man.
Yes, sir.
This is episode 39, man. For the guys, man. We out of here, man. Serious episode for y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go. Let's go. Hoover, what? Deuces. I gotta cut that out.
We're back. We're gonna take me back.
You're now tuned in to the number one podcast. I give you Nuwave Shop Talk, Shop Talk, Shop Talk. Nuwave Shop Talk, Nuwave. Got something on your mind? Let's talk about it. Shop Talk, Shop Talk. Leave a comment, we'll talk about it. Nuwave.
Talk about these white women, you know what I'm saying, and these rappers taking up all the good acting jobs. I need some of them acting gigs. So all y'all directors, holla at your boy.